Welcome to the first EricTheCarGuy video. Since I'm launching this new channel on Memorial Day weekend, I thought I would start with a video about Memorial Day I did 2 years ago on my old channel, EricTheCarGuy. I really liked this video and was sad to take it down when I terminated my old channel, so I thought I would bring it back here. I hope you like it, and to all the servicemen and women past and present, I'd like to thank you for your service. It's Memorial Day 2008 here in America, and I'm left thinking, what does that mean? I suppose it means different things to different people. To some, a paid day off, driving to some location for barbecue and campfires. For others, it is yet another day of work. For many, it's a day of remembrance, for those who gave their lives for their country from wars past and present. Me, I fall into the latter category. I've never served in the military, to the disappointment of many a recruiter who tried to enlist me back when I graduated from high school. At the time, military service did not appeal to me. I was an artist. This seemed diametrically opposed to what I wanted for my life. I had no desire to hand my youth over to someone to mold me into some soldier. The recruiters finally stopped calling when I told them, and I quote, "I prefer to reap the rewards of the freedom that you provide." That was the answer that seemed to satisfy them, and I set off to be an artist in college. Looking back now, I wonder how things would have been different if I'd enlisted. My grandfather was a World War II veteran. He served his time as an MP transporting prisoners around the states. He didn't come to that position through privilege. In fact, he told me that he almost died for it. One winter night on guard duty, he was very sick. In fact, so sick he was barely conscious. His sergeant was kind of a jerk and kept him at his post, in the elements, long enough for his condition to worsen. Luckily, a lieutenant came along and saw my grandfather's state and ordered him to seek immediate medical attention, which he did, and not a moment too soon. He spent the next 3 days on the verge of death, and when he pulled through, he learned that the rest of his unit had been shipped off to the Battle of the Bulge. He lost a lot of good friends there, I'm sure. He spent the rest of the war, as I stated, riding trains from place to place transporting military prisoners. In fact, one of the train stations he frequented is now a museum that my kids love to go to. My father is a Vietnam vet. At the age of 19, he was shipped off to Southeast Asia like many others of his time. He served in the artillery because he was good at math and could park a howitzer just about anywhere he wanted it. My father never really talked about his time in the service, and I never really pressed or asked. I know he too lost friends over there, and I've never known that to be easy for anyone. One thing he did say, though, was that when he came back to the States, he did not talk about his service openly or display anything that would indicate he was in Vietnam, for fear of being called a baby killer or something worse. I got the impression that people who served in that war never got a proper welcome home, or even a thank you for their service. I know this hurt my dad very much, because I know he had no more intention of killing babies than any other reasonable person. That brings us to today. There are soldiers in the world right now, fighting and dying for my freedom. I appreciate each and every one. I know that the life I live comes at a cost of those fighting past and present, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart. I'm here to tell you your sacrifice is not lost on me or my family. So I will give you the only thing I can think to give you on this Memorial Day. A smile. Back here in the States, there are 2 children who just got a new bunk bed, and they could not be happier. Take a moment and enjoy their happiness, and know that in some way the sacrifices you have made are making this possible. Thank you.
I'm so happy! I got a bug!